Welcome to Get Enlightened with Mastero, a podcast about wisdom, energy, and healing. And today, our very special guest is Mastero. So we have an incredible episode ahead where we're going to take a deep dive into Mastero's life. We're going to ask all the questions that you wanted to ask yourself about his life, about his youth, about how he found the practice with which he's been able to help so many people. So it's a pleasure to be here with you, Mastero.
Yeah, I'm very happy to being here.
Mastero, tell us a little bit about where were you born, where you come from, where were you born, and what was your childhood? What are your first memories?
Well, my memories are struggling. From very beginning of my life, my struggling begins. So I'm born with a very, very weak physical constitution. So I couldn't digest any food. If I ate food, uh, I was experiencing severe bloating. The food is stuck in digestive system. I couldn't breathe properly. And because of that, didn't have enough energy. And I was always struggling to do anything. I have to push myself to do the things. And then as a result of it, and I suffer from chronic dizziness. I didn't do anything. I feel very, very dizzy. Even I was lie down, everything was moving, floor, ceiling, wall, and but already I made a decision to push myself, keep going with what gotta be done. So mm, when I when I think about my early life, mm, all the struggling came to me. Of course, I born in a very beautiful, beautiful place, the countryside.
What was the place called? What was your home? What was your hometown?
Hometown name is Bong Nim. Beautiful place for the bird.
Beautiful. And what was it like? Were you in the middle? It's in South Korea?
Yeah, it's a very at the bottom of the South Korea, and it's my hometown, surrounded by mountains and the sea. So I had a great benefit from the having the mountain. At the same time, if you a little bit further down, then the whole area is surrounded by the sea. So I could have experience of all different kind of food from mountains, fields, mm, like sea, and we have two like a small dam in my hometown. So and that provide a lot of the fish from from the dam.
I see. But did you have electricity at home?
No, no. When I was the young, no electricity, no telephone.
What did your parents do?
My parents is my father working for the government, and we have a field, and we have a mountains. So the first thing I did, the people primary school, yeah, the cows were a very, very precious asset because for farming, we use the cows to cultivate the field, and we use the cow for transportation. Yeah, everything we do, yeah, we use the power of the cow.
So the cow was the biggest asset.
Yes, when I was young, cow is more expensive than house.
And how many cows did you have?
Well, we have the couple of cows, and then yeah, the cow, the giving the birds. Then we grow a bit and selling the cow to make money too.
Ah, so the cow had babies and then you sold the babies.
Yes.
And so you were in a completely rural place in a green mountain range close to the ocean. And your house, was it a traditional Korean house?
Yeah.
What is the name?
Hanok.
It's a beautiful house, now made of clay.
Yeah, made of clay and yeah, traditional, the roof, cow.
And tell us more about your parents. Your father, you've said before, was an inspiration. And you also said he had a lot of he grew a lot of different types of food and had many different types of jobs.
Yeah, my father is an example for the people in every area. He's working for the government, and after work, he after work, he came home. He started to do the farming and taking care of the livestock, and then to go to the orchard and growing the fruit. And he's doing a lot of the job. I think the 5 jobs. He manages things very well, and he can build anything. He can be builder, and the later when we have electricity, he become electrician. Yeah, he could do anything. He's very skillful, but at the same time, he had the kind of abilities to tell what's going to happen in the future. So when he dealing with the like vegetables and the crops, he selects the right vegetables and the crops, and then the people not growing, then we making money. And for him, he had a childhood. One time he get the help from the somebody to go to school, and that made an impact on himself so much. So always he believe I have a huge debt for community and the people. So every time he get the money from the government, which is salary, and he making a money from the farming, uh, growing all different kind of animals, and getting the money from the fruit. He shared the 50% the money to help elderly people, homeless people.
Wow. So he was a very generous man.
He's a very kind man, and he's very diligent. I've never seen
Him
he
lie down.
lying down at, at daytime. So, and then he went to bed very late. He got up early in the before 5 o'clock. He woke up. So, but he appreciating the days. He always believed days given to me for me to be able to do something, a service for other people.
And when you were so ill and you were struggling even just to eat food, you must have been very thin, and life must have been so tough. But did you do part of the farming at home, or how did you cope at home?
Well, I'm never showing my struggling. In my time, my father he was very strict, and I'm eldest son, so he kind of have a very strong mind inside. I want you to be the strong, survive in any environment. So after work, he come home. Always he used to take me to the farm or other places, so that I do get involved with a lot of physical work. And then while on physical work, yeah, it's a collapse. Yeah, taken to hospital. Then come back home. Still, I taking this routine. So and the one day I a little bit sounds tough, but what I'm experiencing, and he knew I would have an exam tomorrow. Then I wanna study hard, but he intentionally took me to the field and doing the work until it could become dark. And then when I come home, then I had to study. But at the time, we don't have electricity, and we have a traditional kind of lamp and with the
Oil.
oil. And so I had to study, and then the next day have an exam. But before the exam, while I'm doing the work in the field, I was crying, and my father uh, understood why I was crying, because I want to have a good exam. I want to study, but he gave me the job. So the one day he called me, do you know why I give you work before exam? And I didn't understand his question properly. He told me that, your eldest son, I want you to be survive in any environment. You have extra time. You study. That is not the study. The real study is you don't have the time. You make the time. That is the real study. So, and
And that's what you share a lot with people now.
yes, time went by. I really appreciate his teaching. At that time was quite tough, but he loves me. He understands what I have to learn. So in spite of having a lot of physical, emotional, mental challenges. Yeah, I did everything I had to do.
Master, what happened in your youth that already made you feel like you were a little bit different and a little bit special? Like you had such a tough time physically. You were so weak. You had so much pain, so much anxiety, right? And panic attacks. Tell us a little bit more about the emotions that you struggled with every day.
I used to suffer from physical challenges, but more than physical challenges, what made the impact on myself was the mental, emotional challenges. And I used to suffer from intense panic attack. And that affected me so much. That even when I was alone in my room, if I hear somebody's footsteps and hearing the voice, that would trigger my panic attack episode. It was too much for me. I couldn't breathe, and rage over the fear come up and made me paralyzed. And the challenges I used to have was social phobia and the fear of talking to somebody and the public speaking. And in my early time, all the messages was delivered physically. So, for instance, if my parents want to meet somebody, then asking me to see the person. Okay, to talk to the person, I want to see that person tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning. This is a very simple task.
So you had to walk to for example, the neighbor's house. Maybe it was like a kilometer away, and then deliver the message and make sure that they would be there tomorrow morning.
Yes, I had a handicap, so that to overcome handicap, what I had to do to get the job done, then I have to repeat, this message. Yeah, my parents want to see you tomorrow, the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Would you come? And the parents, the simple message, and I am repeating on the way, 5 to 10 minutes to work. And then no matter how much I practice, as soon as I saw the person, then my head would go blank and whole my body was so nervous and I couldn't deliver the message. And then I had to go back home. So then the what is
Having
waiting for
failed.
me? Yeah, have you delivered the message? No. Then there is a judgment, right?
From your parents.
It's a parents, but it's not intentional. Then you're going through the feeling of a failure, disappointment from yourself too. And that was quite tough for me. Even in school, if I ask to read the book out loud, yeah, I couldn't see the letters. And
because of the nerves, your vision became blurry?
yes, so that it's out of control. And then if you couldn't read the book, and there is the punishment from teacher, harsh word, and that really there was a trauma, lead to the trauma. But I managed, I kept going. So, and yeah, I had this mental, emotional challenges. Furthermore, I was very, very sensitive. And that was my strength and the weakness. And I could feel people's, the energy and the emotions and somebody passing by me. Yeah, I could pick up everything they have. And initially, it would overwhelm me, too much for me. And then there's somebody passing me is affecting me, but somebody really come to me, near me, my heart is start beating. And a couple of meters away from me, my heart is would stop. Then I experience of being unconscious, like I fainted. Then I had the experience of people came giving me kind of a first aid, and then they felt my heart is not beating. They say, "Oh, he's dying," but I overheard. I was alive, but
you could hear them saying it.
Yeah, there's many times.
And Master, who was it that helped you through this time? Who understood you and who helped you to get through it?
My grandmother and my parents always used to be very, very busy with their life, what they have to do. my grandmother. I used to spend 20 years with my grandmother. And my grandmother really saw my struggling. And yeah, she opened to anything and took me to Buddhist temple, Taoist temple. She opening the prayer, chanting, and sometimes ask me to chant it together and prayer together. And they recommend first to do the ceremonies. And we had a lot of the ceremonies. And then they told that he's had been affected by negative energy. So there was a ceremony to clear negative energy and then created a like a beauty plan for healing. So I had done a lot of ceremonies, nothing worked.
In the Buddhist and Taoist temples in Korea.
Yes.
And I remember you said your mother took you to many kind of like shamans and healers, and some of them said some incredible things to you. Would you be able to share those things?
Yeah, my grandmother actually. My grandmother used to take a lot of me to the spiritual people, and because she loves me, and she want to know about my future, and they always used to tell that yeah, he's struggling so much, and people think and he's got a lot of issues and the problems. And then later on, he's the the one going to help a lot of the people. Yeah, they said that your father made your village well known to the certain area, but your grandson make the village well known to all of the world.
Wow. And tell us about your dreams.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of dreams about two dreams, recurring dreams. One is when I was searching for the way, and then I had a dream of the healing go beyond time and the space. I turned up the different places and healing people the bubbly. I said, I cure you. People say yes, and they feel the better. And that happens again and again and again and again and again. And
so how did it feel in your dream? You were standing in front of a huge group of people?
Initially, small number of people. And it grew. And
in the dreams, it was always bigger.
Yeah, and they're getting bigger and they're getting bigger. And in the stadium, after that, too many people came to me so that I had to treat the people in open area, like a park, like a school, like a playground.
And what were you doing exactly in the dream? Like how did you see the people and how did you see yourself and what would you do to help the people? What did you think in the dream?
Well, it's just automatic and they're always standing on the, how do you call it, the stage. Sometimes the proper stage, sometimes the normal stage. And then always talking to people. Yeah, I'm sharing the power. And then I cure you. People say yes, and they feel better. So a lot of the miracles took place, but it's happening again and again and again in the different places. And so, but when I came to the one of the center, Sangyang Center in Korea, and then I had the feeling that I had during my dream. There was the power, the vibration I picked up.
So it was kind of like a dual existence of suffering so much in your physical life and in your mind, and yet having incredible dreams where you would go to different parts of the world and help people to heal their problems.
I felt that something start guiding me. So
from what age?
During the primary school, I went to the mountain or the field. If I were alone and I sensed somebody, invisible beings watching me, feeling me. But at that time, there's no electricity. But I sense somebody watching me. That the messages, they hit my heart. That is, you have to do a lot of beautiful deeds for the people. So I'm never, even though I am struggling so much physically, mentally, emotionally, I run one place to the other place, trying to looking for something I can do, especially elder people.
And Master, would you have considered yourself Buddhist or Taoist or any religion?
Well, I don't see that way because I've been through so much, and of course, I born with the traditions, the customs from village, from country, from my family.
What customs did your family have? Did your mother and father have?
Well, the customs of respecting elderly people.
That was a
Yeah.
main kind of pillar, no, in the culture.
One is there's three pillars. Three pillars. One is the treating people nicely, do something beautiful for other people, and you have to keep the best manners for the people. Secondly, you have to respect for the elderly people and the ancestors, because thanks to them you are here. So that it's the fundamental things for you to respect them, their life, what they've done. Lastly, and you are, we teach, we taught about how to respect source of life. And then source of the life is the most respectable beings, so that always we practice respect and the gratitude toward the source of life.
And then source of life, would you consider that in kind of in harmony with nature?
Yeah, we go to the mountain. Thank you. You're taking care of us. You're giving so much. And then you look at the sun. Thank you. Moon. Thank you. You're taking care of everybody, even my family and myself.
So you kind of respect every part of nature as if it was part of the source?
Yes. And that was our traditional, like almost a practice.
And Master, now fast forwarding sometime later, how was it that what was the changing moment where you managed to recover your health?
I used to try so many things, and the physically the weak, but I believe I have a mental strength. Something gotta be done. It gotta be done. Even though I collapsed, I stood up, kept going, and then I get things done. No matter what challenges come, and never give up. My directions to my purpose was very clear. So yeah, I did a lot of the training before I found the Sangyang method. Yeah, I got involved in the practice, Buddhism practice, Taoism practice, chanting, meditation, and even I went to the military, the service.
I guess it's compulsory in Korea, right?
Yeah, it's a compulsory, and even though I had a lot of the problems, but they couldn't find the problems like scientifically. I'm struggling a lot. I couldn't prove my
And
problems.
I think that's something that a lot of people will relate with. You know, that you have a terrible stomach problems, insomnia, dizziness, but you go and have a million exams and they tell you you're fine. No?
Yeah, they didn't say define, but they couldn't do anything.
And they couldn't diagnose exactly what it was.
But yeah, I was a functional. I collapsed a lot. I was a functional. I managed the life, but what's happening inside is like my mind almost explode with so many different kind of the thought. Sometimes suicidal thought, and it's always out of control. And then emotions, yeah, panic attack, fear, anxiety. There are so many mixed of the emotions that people cannot tell. If you don't show the emotions, the physically, and you hold everything in it, that they don't notice what you're going through. So when I was in the army, I did an intensive meditation at the border of South Korea and North Korea.
That's a no man's land, right?
Yeah, there was the big tension in my time.
What year roughly was that?
Early 80s. And but there was the physical tension outside, but there's more tension happening inside me. And then I have to battle with so many things happening inside. And then I did the meditation day and night. And if I have a little bit time given to me, trying to manage the thought, it's just out of control, emotions is out of control. And I trying to achieve the peace, a little bit mental space, but I couldn't achieve. But it helped to manage my life.
Keep trying and keep
trying. And then after the military service, I found this method.
So what happened exactly when you finished? How long were you in the military for?
Yeah, almost 3 years, 2.5 years.
And it was always on the border with Korea, North and South?
Yes.
And when you left, well, actually, it would be nice to hear, did you learn anything valuable during that time?
You are being with the people in group. You are responsible for everybody's the life. Then, you're living together. We keep the teamwork. That helps us tremendously. And the team is so important. So you have to be part of the team. And then you have to develop, the strengths and the care for the team. And that taught us a lot, especially the in outside world. You are individual, right? You are individual, but when you have to stay as a group, and that taught me so much. And we have to deal with all the problem together, the work together, and because of the people, you have to push yourself limit more and more and more. So
You
that
learned
was
about keeping the team spirit.
yes. And then for me, the 2.5 years time was a very, very valuable because the I have to make a time for myself to deal with myself.
Just trying to deal with what was happening inside.
Yes.
When you left the military, you went to university.
In the middle of the university course,
Which course did you read at university?
at the second year, I went for the military service.
How was it that you found the first center, and what was your experience?
Yeah, the one day, I don't know why I went to the center, but I was there, and at the moment I went to the center, and the feeling that I had remind me of the feeling that I had during my dreams. And there was a real wake-up call, and the feeling was so beautiful, touching me very, very inside, create some peace inside. And then I can feel the vibration. So, and I decide, if I do the course receiving what I'm receiving, and I would heal myself. And then I feel like this is my destiny that I had been searching for.
And Master, really, you are an expert in vibration. No, what you experienced in your youth had very much to do with the vibration in your mind and the vibration that you carried. And then when you found the practice, it was a completely new vibration, right?
Yeah, it is the vibration I heard. It's very, very different from everything happening outside the world. So, and when I pick up the vibrations, which are coming from the mind of the universe, and then the vibration getting stronger as time went by. So compared with the vibration that I had in the early period of my life, which is starting my spiritual journey in this organization, the vibration that we are receiving from the universe is no comparisons.
So you're saying that, well, firstly, I think it's important to explain, what makes Sankyong practice different? What is it? Why can you receive this vibration that is different through this practice?
Yeah, the method is designed to connect to the source of life. So we are designed to connect to the mind of the universe. So the vibration from the mind of the universe keep changing as time goes by. So, and that's why the vibration from the mind of the universe is newest. But a lot of the vibration is created by human beings, the method coming from the past.
Because I'm guessing that most practices want to connect to the vibration from the source, no? But why is it that in the Sankyong method, the energy is so clean and powerful?
Yeah, there is a reason for it. Everybody, yeah, we have a deepest wish. We want to connect to ourselves, connect to the mind of the universe. Everybody want to be connected, and then we have that desire we have. But the thing is, even though we trying to connect to the source of life, when we thinking about the source of life is there for the life. So for us, and we're looking at ourselves, we are not here for the old life. And we have challenges, we have problems, we have the pain, we don't have enough the power. Then we want to get what we need from the source of life. Depends on what we need. We're trying to connect to the source of life. Because of that, we achieve the different vibration. This is the one thing. The second one is, we've been carrying our ideas, our knowledge, our emotional pattern, the energy, the pattern. So with the keeping the pattern, trying to connect to nearest vibration, the highest vibration from the mind of the universe, then we don't have a perfect foundation. Even though people try to open themselves, try to connect to the mind of the universe, the vibration from mind of the universe is a lot of different vibration. In other words, a lot of different brightness. Depends on how much we open ourselves, how bright we are. We tap into higher vibration. This vibration comes to us. Yeah, it helping us to sometimes to change our pattern to a certain degree, give us the power, give us energy, give us the directions. And then sooner or later they stuck. Why? Not clearing the foundation coming from the past. So when you do the cleaning, and what do you have to do? Yeah, you have to do the cleaning, and there's a deeper cleaning and the cleaning on the surface. But first, because of our experience, because of our knowledge, there are a lot of the things doesn't help us to connect to the highest vibrations. So, this practice, what is the difference when people come to this organization and people they are far away from nearest the highest vibration, so that the masters are here helping them to feed this vibration, and then help them to clear their pattern, the mental, emotional, the pattern, help them to create a new foundation, whether this the highest vibration. At the same time, we receive this body. We inherit so much the karma, the pattern, mental pattern, emotional pattern, energy pattern from the parents. So this is the foundation. It's sometimes it creates a lot of limitation, hit the highest vibration. And so we need to heal this energy, the pattern, so that we are free from the past, from the family. We are free from from our life. And when we receive the newest vibration, which is giving us the brightest light, most powerful energy, the love, then we can create a new the foundation. So it's the foundation compared with the soil. Soil with so much the light, so much the water nutrition ready to support our mind and the body. So, and this the practice. People when they come to this the organization, the first thing they picking up, this place is different. Give us so much peace and the calmness, and because of different vibrations. So, and when people take the journey, they have to receive this vibration first. And when you do you're having the shower, the quality of water is important. So quality of water has to be pure, clean.
And Master, tell us about your own experience when you found this method and then you found this beautiful connection. Tell us how it evolved for you. What were the steps that got you to really find your mission, heal?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So when I came here, I have a lot of struggling, the physical struggling, mental, emotional struggling. So when I joined this practice, the training is to consist of very gentle movement, chanting, meditation. But even that was quite challenging for me.
So you started doing key classes, right?
Yeah,
Key classes every day to receive the vibration that creates life, right? This powerful energy.
Yeah, when I received this, it helped me to manage my life better. Yeah, I was struggling, not enough energy. If I did 1 hour class, yeah, I have a little bit more energy. I could manage my body better. I had the mental space, emotionally more peaceful, calm, and then I do the more. Then yeah, getting the better mentally, emotionally, the physically. But when the ancestor healing was introduced to me, that really, really saved my life. When I did ancestor healing, I thought, wow, this is so beautiful. I can help my family, my ancestors. And then I did a lot of the work. I want to be best tool to help my ancestors to receive the highest vibration, the light from the mind of the universe. So I did the intensive training and the chanting. After that, right after ancestor healing, I become like a new being. And
So ancestor healing is a method to heal the actual ancestors, right?
yeah, it's a heal. The ancestor healing is a help the ancestors heal themselves through the descendant who can receive the light
So
physically.
again, it's a vibration that allows the ancestors to heal their vibration and raise their vibration, correct?
Yes, that they need the body. Without the body, they can't go anyway. They understand that the physical life. So they need the best tool. The person has to be the descendant who have the beautiful heart, can tune into the highest vibration. Ancestor healing is the this descendant representing whole ancestors, tuning to the vibration and they receive this vibration from the mind of the universe. And then all the ancestors they are receiving through the descendant.
And what were the changes that you experienced when you did ancestor healing in the 80s? What was the change to your insomnia, to the panic attacks, the phobia?
Well, right after ancestor healing, I have so much the mental turmoil. And and then that all the turmoil noises begin to disappear. So I have a lot of space here. And then emotionally, I become more peaceful, calm. Always I've been nervous. And then,
Before.
yeah, I felt very nervous, so much the fear, anxiety. It's never stop. But after ancestor healing, yeah, I have a lot of the space in myself and less affected by the emotions, more emotional, the stabilities. That was a transformational the experience. And then,
Did you manage to sleep?
yeah, the absence is a healing. So the always during the night, I was wide awake, and then no matter what I was doing, count the numbers, 199, 98. You keep
Count,
uh, uh,
hoping that you would fall asleep.
if you count, you focus on focus on the what you are doing. You naturally sleep. For me, if I do that, more widely awake, and I did many times. That's what didn't work. And then only time I I slept around the 7 o'clock in the morning. Then 1 hour, 1 hour 20 minutes. That was it. Then I have to start the day again. So there are that never for myself to manage to shift from so much like thinking happening here. But after ancestor healing, yeah, I could manage to sleep. And then because of state of my mind and emotions, I start to receive energy the better. I get recharging energy more and more and more and more. And one day, I start to feel the heartbeat. There was a turning point for for my life. Because when always you listen to the everything happening here, everything happening in your emotions, everything happening in your body, the pain, the struggling, digestion problems, and then other problems, and all of a sudden you start hearing the heartbeat. And well, it's nothing for me was a very significant moment. Wow, you're working hard for me. You never stop. And then before, always I feel the struggling, but I start to feel was there's something is working for me non-stop. And then, wow, thank you. You are with me all the time. And then I start to appreciate like my heartbeat. And sooner or later, I start to feel the vibration from inside, vibration from our essence. That was so beautiful. Never stop like a heartbeat. And then the heartbeat giving you peace, giving you love, giving you power, giving you brightness, giving you happiness to everything for you. And then I thought, wow, human beings made of like this. I'm made of this beautiful, beautiful, the essence element. And then I start to be with this the element. And then sooner or later, I start to feel the vibration from the universe, much the powerful vibration from the universe feeding this our essence. And then I realized, wow, human beings designed to connect to the source of life. Your source of life, you're pumping, giving the more light, more power, more love for me, for everybody else. And then I made the decision. I want to introduce that this vibration with the people. And then at that time, I realized if the people connect to this vibration, healing takes place, and that they can get whatever they need, so that they overcome the problems, they heal them, heal themselves, and that they can improve themselves, to strengthen themselves. They become much more powerful, brighter beings. So that I made the decision. Okay, I want to introduce method, and I make a decision. I'm going to go to another country. But the going to another country, because of my dream I had, was a very natural. So one day I made a decisions. I couldn't speak any English, didn't have any money, but I didn't have any fear. You know, when you know what to do, and you don't have a fear, and you have the mission, and that encouraged you so much. Yeah, I went to the first place. The way I went to was Sydney, Australia. So I went there, no accommodation, and there's nobody. But I started the life from the nothing. And then when you have you don't have anything, people have to believe in the something. For me, I believe in my essence. I believe in the source of life. If I trying to do help the lives, I want to be guided. I'm gonna get what I need. The life gonna be opened up, and they had deep the belief, the conviction I had. So I didn't have any fear. And then, when you don't have anything, you have the time to connect to your deep belief system. That is, stay connected to yourself. And that was a really the beautiful experience.
So you left Korea, you became a master. No, you found the practice and you decided to follow the practice, to learn the practice, to become a master. And you made a decision by yourself. I'm going to spread this practice, this knowledge, this vibration in different parts of the world. And the first place you went to was
Yeah, Sydney,
Sydney.
in Australia.
And what was the next place you went to?
Yeah, after Sydney, I stayed there for 4 years. And the next place was Los Angeles for a while, and then New York.
Wow. And what was your experience? What were you doing when you left Korea and you started to heal people? How did you help people? How did you explain what you were trying to do?
Like myself, the first treatment I gave to somebody was extraordinary, because somebody had a big pain in his back, and I gave him kind of treatment. I didn't know how to give the treatment.
Like an
at the
energy
time.
treatment?
Energy treatment. And then after giving the treatment for certain minute, and he said, my pain is gone. And then when I hear that, wow, I could do something to help somebody. And then even myself could help somebody physically. At the same time, wow, this vibration from the mind of the universe, I'm sharing that it worked. So that from the very next day, I started giving treatment more than 30 people. Anybody come to our center, Sydney Center, I started giving treatment. And that helped me to develop my connection, strengthen my healing abilities. While I was giving the treatment, at that time, I wasn't physically strong enough to give a lot of treatment per day. And then I would collapse. But even though I collapsed, the next day I woke up giving the treatment again, because such a happiness and the excitement for you to be able to do something for the people. And then the more importantly, and I can deliver this beautiful the vibration, the love from the universe with the people. So, and then I used to give a lot of treatment. The one day, and I had a visualization that I had to go to the bigger place. So that's how I went to New York.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to hearing all those stories, and we're excited to offer these episodes of the podcast, learning more about Master O's life, his journey. It's all we have time for today, but we're going to start again next time from the powerful stories from Master O's chapter, Master's Life, as he went to America. So stay tuned for that. And please subscribe if you like this episode. And we look forward to seeing you again. And Master O, thank you so much for everything that you've shared. We really hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye, everyone.